with their characters. They know very little bits and pieces of how the characters interact with each other. So it'll be very interesting to see for this particular match.
Wario does big ol' farts.
He does do the big old farts, but Flarg...
Why?
knows-
I would not like to meet Wario.
I don't think anyone would want to, really. So we start
And we
the
got
match
a
off.
Sonic, which is my dad's main.
And we've got Wario, one of Flarg's signature characters, and arguably the best Wario in New York. This match will make a good case on whether or not he is, though, as we see Flarg.
I like seeing Wario's because they're like not very common to see.
Yeah, there's only a couple of them in New York. It's really just Flarg and Milk, the player from the city. And then there's Munell, who's another commentator who wasn't able to join us today. But all I know is that Flarg is... That's at least the three consistent. There's a few people who play them on the side or are trying to pick him up. But it's really just just those three.
Alright.
Flarg's a little bit more on the technical side of the Warios.
I know.
Like, he knows a lot of the little bits and pieces of Wario. He's also very patient, which is going to help him in this match. That being said, Sonic, who's usually played by people who can be pretty patient, is in the hands of JaKaL right now. And JaKaL is a bit more on the aggro side, but he's very smart with how he gets aggressive.
Are they both newer? Are they newer players? Because I don't think I've heard of them before.
Not particularly. Flarg's been around on Long Island for a while. And JaKaL's also been, he's been around for a couple of years in New Jersey, but he's been doing really well as of late.
So Wario's pretty heavy.
But not heavy enough. JaKaL takes a big swing at that bike and manages to take the first stock off the Flarg.
And his gigantic motorcycle. Sonic with his rollies. Sonic with his rollies.
You see that glowing that's around Flarg? Around the Wario?
Yeah.
So that means that he has his waft all the way charged up. And that's the big fart. That's the really big one.
Oh. Wow.
But Flarg's going to wait to use it because it's really powerful, and he's already got a lot of damage on JaKaL. So now he just has to wait until he gets this kill, if he can get this kill from JaKaL.
I don't know, Sonic's kind of like not as heavy, but he's not light either.
He's a bit on
like
that.
in the middle.
Yeah, he's a bit on that middle, a little bit more towards the light side. But he has a lot of damage on him right now, and that's what really matters.
And Wario took him out.
But JaKaL still has his first stock. Flarg's gonna be waiting very patiently to try and get the setup that he needs with Waft. There are specific moves and timings that Flarg knows that he knows are gonna lead into the Waft, and that his opponent won't be able to do anything about.
Alright, so I think if I was sitting next to Flarg helping him, I would probably tell him to wait until Sonic got to that kill percent to charge up his big old fart.
Yeah, he's got it charged up. He can't do anything to really charge it except for eating his bike. And once he has it...
Bike?
Yup.
Who eats bikes? Who eats bikes? That's just weird. No offense, Wario, but you know.
Just Wario mains. It's only the Wario mains that eat their bikes.
It's like... And Wario went...
Okay.
He lost his chance. But that's alright, because he still tried his best.
I think he could do a little bit
both
better.
Deserve
The claps? Give him the claps?
claps.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, JaKaL definitely gave Flarg the claps there. We gotta see if JaKaL can take another game or if Flarg can start to bring things back. Because JaKaL was making that look like a walk in the park.
They like these Animal Crossing stages.
They do. A lot of players in New York love the Animal Crossing stages.
I like the stages too. I like the songs. Especially Go KK Rider.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
It's on my phone, I think. I forgot. Doesn't matter. What matters is the match.
The match right now is just looking like JaKaL bringing Flarg from one side of the stage to the other. Flarg finally able to get a couple of hits on, but it's very much looking in Sonic's favor right now. Now, what do you think Flarg can do to change up how this match has been going?
Maybe use his farts a little quicker. Because last time he charged it up and he waited too long to use it. He could have won that, but he used it too long. I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to get it a little more. But, you know.
And what do you think about JaKaL's plays, letting him win this so convincingly? He's got a lot of damage on Flarg, and game one didn't really look like too big of a problem for JaKaL.
I don't know. I think maybe Wario could charge up his Flarg to maybe use them in like when Sonic's at his 10%. So.
Looks like JaKaL's trying to get the kill with the up airs and springs. He's not really rushing around for it, but he's getting a lot of percentage built up onto Flarg because of the up airs.
So I think Wario is at his max rage.
Yes, he is. Oh, there's the off.
There's that.
He used it way too early that time.
Wah, wah, wah.
So
That's okay.
Flarg taking a little bit of time to bring himself back onto the platform. And JaKaL's still holding a very strong lead. Even though he has 92% built up onto him, Flarg has a bit of a work to do, because we've already seen that JaKaL can survive to really big percentages for competitive play.
Like he did in the last match.
Yup. Ooh, he's got the jab block. And he's going to continue it with an up air, but he's not going to be able to get anything further off of that.
Some driving of the motorcycle. He let his motorcycle drive off. Some punches with Sonic. He's charging up his little ball thing.
Yep. JaKaL's using a lot of the homing attack and the spin dash, rather, the spin dash, so that he can move around effectively without having to worry about Flarg intercepting where he's going to move.
Okay. So some more up Bs from Sonic.
Probably. JaKaL likes to put the spring on the ground so that he could use it to follow Flarg, or any of his opponents really, further into the air. And there's homing attack. It's not a move that we often see from Sonics, but JaKaL's able to use it to get around Flarg.
Hit.
But JaKaL went a little too far onto Flarg, and Flarg was able to get the stock off. However, look at all the percentage on Flarg.
Wow, that was a pretty good recovery. That was a good recovery.
And even though the spin dash was
Mario's
really
very
fast,
violent.
yes, Flarg able to use the chomp so that he can keep JaKaL from moving around a lot. He doesn't want Sonic moving as freely because that's what Sonic can do to Flarg.
And now Sonic is another winner.
Them's the breaks for Flarg.